All right, folks, we're about to be going live here for the final 16 draw.
Do I have all 8? Okay.
Alright, so we gotta show the camera.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Are we live?
I don't know.
All right, if you want to watch the live draw, come on over. Everybody.
Ready? We're ready.
We're ready?
All right.
Whoa.
So now we're doing the random draw?
Random draw for the last 16 of the Seattle Nineball Open.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
So first pick. First pick. Psych.
Jeremy Long is playing Tyler Styer.
We got Jeremy Long. Who's playing? Jeremy Long, Tyler Styer.
Max Eberle is playing Sam Henderson. Keith Yip Georgi.
Georgie, Georgiev?
Nick DeLeon versus Blake Baker. That's another good one. These are all good ones.
Ready?
Ryan Carden versus Jonas. Daniel Sardoncillo
Versus who?
versus Mason. Simon Pickering versus Oscar Dominguez. James Davee versus Lukas. All right, we got the rest of the bracket set. Thank you all. Let's go, boys. I'm out of here. Let's go.
Love it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Ox Billiards. Ready for the top 16. Looks like some players you can see there starting to get going in their match. Nick DeLeon there has already started against Blake Baker. Make sure you guys check us out. Digitalpool.com is going to have the bracket up. Hopefully the players are live scoring as you can keep the scores rolling.
We also have Sam Henderson and Max Eberle on table 2. Looks like Sam just won the lag.
Mason and Daniel there. I think Oscar Dominguez and Simon Pickering are playing on this table, so a lot of action left to play. This is the last round of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Top 16 is going to be ending today, and tomorrow we're going to be back for the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final to cap off the day. So stay tuned. We're about to get started here on table 1. This is Christian Youngers and Zach Ross in the booth, bringing the action to you live here from Ox Billiards. All right, stay tuned. We'll be back in a bit.
You dare be late. Shoot that 9-ball, rack 'em up right. Seattle magic under neon light. Spinning cues and breaking rules. Come on. Oh, that's billiards where we all get schooled. 8 balls, cousin, watch that 9 fly. Breaking in the pockets, crowds electrify. All the players know this is where you'll find the shots in the city also blow your mind. Shoot that 9-ball, rack 'em up right. Seattle magic under neon light. Spinning cues and breaking rules. Come on. Oh, that's billiards where we all get schooled. 20 shots, hear that clap, keep on dance.
All right, folks. Back here for Ox Billiards. Top 16 action getting ready to go here. Jeremy Long winning the lag. He's playing against Tyler Styer.
This will be a race to 11 up through the semifinals. The final will be a race to 13.
Wow, what a break here other than not making the 1. And bringing to you live here at Ox Billiards. Zach Ross in the booth. How's it going, Zach?
Doing really well.
Yeah.
Been hanging out all day. Have had some really great matches today. I expect this to be even better.
I'm Christian, bringing you the action here. And we're ready to go. It's going to be a pretty good one. This is going to be the last round of the day. Players have been eagerly waiting to start their random draw and get ready to go. A couple of matches went a little bit long, but things are rolling. Cutting this one on the side. Runs into all sorts of traffic, but he did nice to hold his cue ball. So Jeremy Long got a prime position here for a break and run against Tyler Styer. This is a little bit of an extended race. We did play race to 9 on the A side the whole way through, and now in the single elimination stage when we're playing a race to 11. And I think the finals race to 13. Is that right?
That's correct.
Sweet. Do let us know where you guys are tuning in from. If you guys do want to see some of the side tables going on, we've got Sam Henderson over on table 2, Blake Baker playing against Nick DeLeon on table 4. And Oscar Dominguez playing against Simon Pickering on table 5. If you guys want to check out those separate matches, we do have a second live stream going on Ox Billiards YouTube page. Check it out, Ox Billiards second stream. And you'll be able to watch those matches. No commentary on those, unfortunately, but still, get to tune in live. It's a fun one. We got Crawfordsville, Indiana tuning in. Nice. Where else are you guys watching from?
All right, so like you predicted, seems like Jeremy Long will be finishing off this break and run here.
Yeah, big impact, making three balls or so on the break and getting perfect in the first starter. I think that first shot really opened everything up as well, so Jeremy Long gets on the board first, 1-0. All right, back at it again in this rack. Thin slice here for Tyler Styer, but unfortunately getting no love on this rub off the 3-ball. Bit unlucky to get that catch. It might be based on how he cut the ball to the pocket. He's kind of walking over and touching the cushion there. I wonder if that has anything to do with it or it's just a sort of a mental thing. He's awfully tricky on this 2-ball. If he kicks it this one rail off the top short rail, he can send it down table, maybe play past the brown, separate the cue ball with the brown, pink, or purple. Not sure. I don't like kicking at this off the left long rail, because you don't get a lot of reward kind of going this way. You're kicking into empty space. I feel like if he kicks it up here, he can glance off this edge and get in behind a lot of balls. Did manage to get over the ball, and his cue ball is going to be okay, but this does leave a shot into the lower left corner pocket. Uh-oh, this is not going to be good. Thought for a second they were going to go straight in the drink. Do you like this cut into the left side pocket? Or right side pocket, sorry?
I don't know. I think he's overcutting that there. Yeah, and then the cue ball's tangent line after that. Might be running into the 7. If he goes 2 in the corner, you've got the cue ball kind of crossing near the side pockets. So
Yeah,
it's kind of a tough one.
I think I like that. I think he can actually roll this top right-hand side. Missing the side pocket, he can get 2 cushions up table, but I think he's going to be playing it safe, actually. Based on where he's putting his cue there. Maybe he's looking to cut it in the thin in the side. Still. Yep, he's trying to hit along the left cushion and misses the shot there. So another chance for Jeremy Long to get some more points on the board.
Do you think he tries to stun under the 4 here?
Yeah, it should be pretty natural to just kind of hold a cue ball a bit of right-hand side and miss, come around everything. Really, as long as you catch that bottom cushion, you should get some sort of angle. Now the rack really opens up. The 6 ball is a little bit tough to get on the 8. Or sorry, play the combo on the 8. So I wonder if he's going to be playing to the left side of the table for the 6 into the upper right corner, but before that, he's kind of lost his cue ball here, playing 4 to the 5. So we're going to see a good recovery shot. He might have to stun this and play 1 rail out into the middle of the table. Looks like he's playing with a high ball, maybe. He can go forward 2 cushions as well. It's not a bad shot. No, trying to stun his ball. Fortunate for Jeremy, doesn't left much for Tyler here. All right, now Jeremy with another real chance at this rack. Like I said, everything's fairly out in the open, although 6 ball doesn't go into the left corner pocket, so he's going to have to play a combination there or play the 6 into the upper right. If you guys do want to check out the bracket, digitalpool.com. under WNT Seattle Nineball Open. It's going to have all the information there for you. Thank you, Shark Stream. For the comment. He's going to come on the right side. Yep, he's looking good here. So this is exactly the start Jeremy Long needs in the match against the top-seeded player. This being a match room rated event, World 9-Ball Tour ranking event, excuse me. There are particular sets of rules, and you do have to have seeding going into first round, and those seeded players are allowed to continue into the later stage. And then everyone else randomly draws against them. So Jeremy, the unseeded player in this one, trying to strut his stuff and get a few racks down here against Tyler early, and doing pretty well. Nice two-rail position. No need to flirt with any pocket. Takes it down. 2-0. We'll be right back.
Pretty big break, but unfortunate scratch here. Not sure what Tyler's... Oh, just kind of measuring up.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to check if the 6-ball goes. Otherwise, he might be thinking about playing the combination, the 2 onto the 6. But looks like it does pass. Or he has enough of it to cut it, so. Gonna see the run out attempt here. Slight angle going away from the rail so that he has a bit more room to cue off of this 2-ball.
Hey, post up in the chat on Matchroom. Really love your streams as well. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, post up. I got a bone to pick with you. Hit me up. Want to talk. I love the work you do. And we're doing some of the same here. If you guys are enjoying the stream too, drop us a like, give us a share, drop us a subscribe over on YouTube. This is a pretty good one. Tyler Styer, Jeremy Long. I believe Jeremy Long is a Hard Times regular, from what I understand. I think he's traveling here with Oscar Dominguez. This is Tyler's first real attempt at the table. What do we think here? Talking to Tyler on the side, it seems like he's back and forth on whether You know, I think he's one of the more Simonis purists. I know he prefers that cloth in general. We are using Andy cloth here, so maybe that's a little bit to do with it. I don't know. And here we go back to the sort of the start of the rack where he was checking that line and seeing if the 6 ball goes. He almost hooked himself on that point. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was close. A little close, too close for comfort, but
Yeah.
it's got enough angle here.
This is a top 16 match, so we're getting down to it here in the Seattle Open. This is the last match of the day. We're going to be coming back tomorrow for the quarter, semi, and semifinal and final matches.
Both semifinals matches will be played one at a time. We do want to get both on the main TV table.
Yeah.
All right, so Tyler landed a little straight on this, so probably just draw back to this rail.
Interesting. This is going to fluke in the corner,
He's
isn't
going to
it?
get lucky.
Wow. Well, you take those. But
That's 9-ball, baby.
he's going to still not be satisfied with how he's playing in this one if he's missing the 7 into the corner, so... Wow. Not sure if I can believe it there. And Jeremy Long takes it down 3-0. So this is a little bit later match in the day, so I wonder how much fatigue is settling in for these players. It has been a bit of a long tournament, but I think on the A side, so far, players just needed to win 3 matches to get to the winner's qualification, or through winner's qualification. So,
Thick Eagle asking, is this the last streamed match of the night? Indeed, it is. We will begin again tomorrow with the final 8. Clint D asking, is it a single elimination now? Yes, that is correct. This tournament going forward is now single elim.
yeah, so everything's on the line here. Tyler Styer, the favorite to win it. Jeremy Long is the loser's qualifier that got matched up against him in the random draw. And he's off to a quick start here. Great break on the 2.
Yeah, Jeremy's broken really well the last 4 breaks.
Race to 11. I know race to 3, or sorry, 3 race to 11 is not going to be writing home about it, but still a great start, especially against Tyler. If you guys want to check out the other streams too, we've got Ox Billiards YouTube channel streaming the few other side tables. Do believe we're coming back here 10 a.m. tomorrow for the quarterfinals. This is the last round of the day here.
Dick Babcock asking, is Blake Baker still in it? Yes, Blake Baker is still in it. And they are currently...
I think he's playing Nicholas De Leon.
That is correct, and Blake Baker's currently up 2-1 on Nick.
He's been playing strong in this tournament. I've noticed. Him and Max Eberle match was a good one to watch. Wow, and I think Jeremy's going to get fortunate on that roll there. Decent chance he was going to end up behind the 10, excuse me. But just that extra little bit of roll in these tables is.
Other current match scores: Sam Henderson, Max Eberle 2-2, Georgi, Georgiev, Keith Yip 2-1, Blake Baker, Nick DeLeon 2-1, Jonas Souto, Ryan Carden 2-2, Mason Koch, Daniel Sardoncillo 2-3, Oscar and Simon. I don't think that score is updated.
Yeah,
But Lukas, Fracasso-Verner, and James Davee 2-2. So all these are going pretty tight at the moment.
Yeah, and it's a race to 11, so you're going to start to see some of the players kind of run away with things, especially if they're paired up maybe against in a more one-sided matchup. So far, though, this match, don't think I would have guessed it if it was 4-0 against Tyler. He's been playing pretty strong this tournament so far. I think Jeremy Long lost to Oscar, I believe, right, in the A-side qualification earlier.
I believe so.
Yeah. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Back at the action here. Jeremy Long to break. See how this one goes. Perfect in the side pocket, although he's kind of lost his cue ball, right? And the 2's going to go down.
Yeah, maybe a little, but with the 3 sitting pretty open and cue unexposed, pretty solid break. Looks like the 3 does cut into the bottom left.
Yeah, Jeremy did lose to Oscar, so did manage to win another match before getting here, so he's not playing too badly. Watch out side pocket. He's okay. Yeah, he's sitting okay here.
Yeah, I don't really see a problem going 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is almost like a drill, I would think, just based on where the balls are kind of laying. It looks like a T on one side, flat line on the other. It's got a little bit of a funny angle, though. No, you can punch it, right? Punch it one rail up and down.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's the deceiving thing. Most players like to play it kind of get right in behind the ball, you know. You always want a little bit of angle, especially in rotation.
Well, Jeremy's certainly feeling it.
Yeah, he's off to a quick one, and he's not wasting any time either. I think he's had, this will be the second break and run, right, in the first few breaks.
Yep.
Says to go 5-0 up. Takes it down. Jeremy Long getting off to a quick one against the highest seeded player in this one, Tyler Styer. Looks like we're going to take a little quick break possibly. We give a shout out to our sponsors here. World Nineball Tour. Matchroom bringing you the tournament here at Ox. Q-Tech, main head sponsor. Thanks for sponsoring this event. Table Fitters over in Idaho doing the table fitting here at Ox Billiards. Andy Billiard Cloth for sponsoring this event and the club. Sandro Manzel's the main photographer here in the Pacific Northwest, doing a lot of the pool tournaments, league events, tournaments across the board. Check out his stuff on Facebook. Does a great job. And Littman Lights, based out of Oregon. Mike Littman, bringing you the action here. Best lights in the business for your pool room and tournaments, so go check him out. Does a really good job diffusing the light. No glares, no nothing.
Nathan in the chat asking what the final will be. The final race will be 213. The final 16 quarterfinals and semifinals will all be a race to 11.
Yeah, we figured, I think, giving the players a little bit longer races. Definitely a preference. I think Tyler's a little bit in, not sure if he's panicking quite yet, but I think he's a little bit in mitigation mode here. He's got a lot of ground to cover now. So a couple of mistakes has put him down in this match 5-0. Yikes. Another great break from Jeremy Long. My goodness. Makes 3 balls in the break. Holy smokes. Talk about a start here. 2 balls sitting over the corner pocket. Wow.
Probably wants to stay on the underside of this 3-4, or do you think?
The 3 does pass in the corner after the 2, but getting on it's going to be a little bit tricky unless he kind of shoots a gap, maybe 7 and 9 gap, or comes around the ball, something. Not sure. I think he's shooting your shot, just playing underneath it and up in the left corner. No, he likes it. I guess with the slick cloth and faster conditions, this is probably the preference, I guess.
Yeah, I found a good path between the 7-9.
Although now he's a little bit angled to where he's probably going to have to roll this in, play the pink into the right middle pocket. All right. Just got an update. It looks like the Oscar Dominguez Simon Pickering match, we won't have the score for it on our second stream, so
everyone can watch in suspense.
yeah, if anybody's sweating that match from the start, let us know and comment in the chat what the score is, and we'll be sure to update it over here on our bracket software digital pool. And this is looking pretty nice for Jeremy here. Got all the momentum in his favor, breaking really well. I think there's going to be a second breaking run in a row, right?
Yeah.
Supposed to get this down. He kind of struck across the ball there a little bit, a little tricky.
Oof.
Yikes. It's a little
Hit the point to stop in position.
a little close for my liking, I'd say. We've seen that a couple times here on these Rassons. They play a little bit different than what you would expect a diamond to do. Diamond blue labels especially, you can really level out and get pretty flat to the ball as you're striking, up against the rail. When you're on these Rassons, though, the rails do sit higher up, and the cushions are angled down toward the ball a little bit more, so sort of have to jack up, and you see a lot of players kind of hitting the cushion on the way to the cue ball, and it kind of can cause a miscue sometimes.
Quick score updates here. Sam Henderson currently over Max Eberle 2-3. Georgiev 3-1 over Keith Yip.
I think Oscar is leading 3-0 in his match. Is our score update? But this one going pretty one-sided here. I wonder what Skylar has built in here to manage this sort of deficit.
Almost a golden break into the side there for the 9.
Yeah, wow, that would have been an even bigger swing. I mean, Jeremy's about halfway there, but Tyler with the Fargo rate advantage still should get pretty far in this one, I'd imagine. Just hasn't really gotten started yet, and I think really just had one mistake. My goodness. Anybody else shocked by the scoreline, though? Wow.
A few other match updates here. We have Blake Baker versus Nick DeLeon, both tied at 2. Jonas Souto versus Ryan Carden, both tied at 3. Mason Koch versus Daniel Sardoncillo, both tied at 3. Lukas Fracasso-Verner versus James Davee. James Davee currently up 3-2.
Dangerous shot Jeremy there played. Oh, man. I think Tyler's knows he's got to get the engine started, and I think this is perfect. I think he's all business here at the table now. He's got maybe a bit too much angle to try to hold, so I wonder if he tries to bump the 7 or just play to the other side. I think he can actually hold it. Yeah. This doesn't look that much angle. Yeah, right there where he put his tip. He'd like to be there. Four to 0, Oscar Dominguez. Yeah, and he hit that perfectly into the thick part of the pocket. So I wonder if he's playing to bump the 6 maybe, or can he get straight enough to just draw back, into the left rail? He's looking at this line. I think he wants to get pretty straight.
Yeah, it's going to be a little awkward. I'm not sure if he's going to be bumping the 6 slightly.
I think he got pretty close to where he was pointing. I think he might have gone a little bit far, but he should still be able to pass the 6 plate in the lower left corner pocket. And he bumps the 6.
Yeah, I thought he would be bumping it a little.
I was always wondering what his plan was.
Dig Nomad asking, is Tyler playing bad or Jeremy shooting great? Well, Jeremy has had 3 break-in runs.
3 break-in runs? Wow. Almost a golden break, too. And yeah, Jeremy's shooting pretty well. I think Tyler's had maybe one real look at the table and made a mistake. And it's kind of just been all Jeremy all day in this one. A big shot here. Should Should be playing at 3 rails and playing the 7 into the other side pocket. He's going to miss it, but he might get away with it. I think this has gone far enough that he can't really cut this into the lower left. Looks probably too thin.
Brandon Pearson asking, is this the last match for the night? Yes, these are the last matches tonight. We will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, tomorrow's quarterfinal, semi, and final. Should be a fun one. And we got some drama early in this one, though. Tyler Styer, number 1 seed in the tournament, based on ranking points, is down early, 6-0 in a race to 11. But Jeremy's in a bit of a pickle here. I think at this point he's already decided what he's doing, right? Or do you think he's still thinking about it?
I think he's still thinking about it. There's sort of a lot of open space here. Probably trying to determine where to send the 6.
The only real offensive shot I see is a bank up into the corners. It's not the highest percentage, although we have seen a lot of good banks on these tables. He's playing it up into the upper right, and this looks pretty close.
Oh, what a shot.
Only issue is I think he's ended up a little bit in no man's land, I think.
Let's do a quick replay on this one.
Yeah, what a shot. Good bank. Call this betwixt and between over in the snooker table, is kind of on the 50-yard line. I think it favors the middle pocket, though, so I think he can just slice this in and doesn't have to deal with any scratches. He's playing it in the corner, so we're going to see him work this cue ball probably 3 rails around the table.
What a shot.
Rattled the pocket a little bit there, caught it a bit thick. He's overrun his mark, but he's got the side pocket. We're playing on 4.5-inch pockets, so this is not impossible into the middle. He might choose to take this all the way down to the corner, though. It's awfully close.
I think it's a bit safer to go down into the corner. That way you're not sort of flirting with the jaws on the side pocket.
Yeah, it's a bigger pocket, but he's almost straight into this middle pocket, so it makes me wonder if he's evaluating that at all. Looks close.
Yeah. Well,
Has
pretty
that,
good outcome.
And it had that element of safety, that shot. Whenever you're shooting it thin into that middle pocket, you kind of always slow roll it at that pace where you can leave it on the bottom rail. Tyler can cut at this or bank at it, but I think the safety is just as hard, so he might be firing here. I think I just like baking this straight up. Really, Nineball's playable from almost anywhere, so. And he's pretty close to like the perfect bank line. Just don't know how well he's attuned to the tables. I'm sure he knows a lot about how this plays from a technical standpoint. Yeah, I think he's firing here. Kind of has to, just because how difficult the safety is. Looks close. And that's going to drop. Nice shot there. And for Tyler to get on the board, it's good. Favors him that his winner break format, so he can get back in this one and rifles that 9-ball. Let's take a look at that replay, though. My goodness, good bank shot to close out the rack. Just catches it a bit into the rail, but these are 4.5-inch pockets, and this is the right speed to shoot this shot at, since it's gonna accept the ball in the pocket most easily at that pace. Well done. Six-one action. And yeah, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors once again. check them out. Table Fitters over in Idaho, Zach, Andy Billiard Cloth, Sandra Menzel Photography, giving us great views, and Littman Lights sponsoring this matchroom event, as well as the head sponsor, Q-Tech, bringing us the action. Not possible without them. So go give them a check out. I think they have a new release of the new all carbon fiber Q. Looks very snazzy, very fancy. Tyler Styer here to break. He's got a hole to get out of, but it says winner break format, so this is the best format to make a comeback with, in my opinion. And it does favor the players, sort of, who can stack a few break-and runs in a row. And man, is he rifling that one on the side. I think he's got the hardest break out of anybody that I've seen in this tournament, and still manages to get that one down. I was kind of watching some of the, some folks online, videos, and other pros talking about it, and it seems like there's kind of two main speeds to hit the break at. There's like a softer speed where everyone's kind of just cutting the rack, sort of like a normal shot, and then there's kind of that really high amp speed. And I think he's hitting the faster one here. This is Andy Billiard Cloth they're playing on. Been installed recently here about 2 weeks ago or so. So a little bit broken in, but still fairly slick and fairly quick. He's taking this up into the upper right corner. It's going to have to stun into the rail and out. Wow. Nice shot.
It's probably going to land up on the upper side of that 4 so he can come down for the 5. Unless he doesn't want to shoot across pocket on this 4.
Yeah, he's almost kind of that in-between angle. I think because the cloth is fast enough, he can come one rail still. Yeah, and I think the rails are starting to grip the spin a little bit more. So that shot is available. I think he's pretty perfect in this 4-ball. He's got options here. You can play low right, play this close to the 6 off the left rail where his chalk is, and down the right side of the table, or he can play with a high inside ball, and it's going to have to force, work with the traffic in the second shot. So I think he's going to take the first one. This looks pretty good. Just doesn't want to bump the 9. Nice shot here from Tyler. Now you're crossing the line here, but I think as long as he ends up low on the 6, he's got a full half table to play with on 3 rails. So probably wants to favor sort of the short side position on the 6, or lower side of the table. It's gone a bit too far for that.
Yeah, overran it just a bit.
Yeah, now he's running into the 7, so I think he might be able to just nudge it towards the pocket. He's looking at where the contact is there, and it looks like a half ball. So he might be nudging this toward the 8. I don't know. This is touchy to me. Looking to stun it, so he's going to rub off the edge a little bit thinner on the 7. Does he get some love?
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Yep, caught the 9 a little bit too much, but ended up working out.
Gosh, I feel like I need a lot of wows in this. What's
Wow,
that?
wow,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah. What's that meme?
The Owen Wilson
Yeah,
meme?
we need to put some of those up on this one. Wow.
Wow.
It's a close one. And this is sort of off that mistake safety from Jeremy Long on the 3-ball earlier, so I think Tyler's starting to engage that extra gear he has, knowing that the Match has sort of gotten away from him a little bit early on. I think he was probably pretty surprised at how quick of a start Jeremy got to. But like we said, winter break format does make it a lot easier to make these big comebacks. I mean, 6-1 against a pro up into a race to 11. Definitely not out of the woods by any means. Yeah, if he can put down a bit of a package here, oof. This will be a big one. He's hitting the ball dead in the pocket, so it's very much on for Tyler. Takes it down 2-6. We're in a bit of a brawl here. That's right. He missed a 9 at 2-0 start. Tyler did against Jeremy Long. And that missed 9-ball did he showed that it hurt a lot. I think it was a couple of break-in runs in there from Jeremy, and then maybe some safeties that Tyler wasn't able to really counter with that got him this lead. But he is at the table, and I think that's what matters most usually, right? These pros, if you're at the table, you control the game. You can send things this way and that way.
All right, few match updates real quick. James Davee currently over Lukas Fracasso-Verner 5-2.
Wow.
Daniel Sardoncillo up on Mason Koch 6-4.
Wow.
Jonas Souto versus Ryan Carden. Jonas up 6-3. Blake Baker versus Nick DeLeon. Blake Baker up 5-4. Georgiev up over Keith Yip 5-1. And Max Eberle over Sam Henderson 5-2. So still halfway through these and still pretty tight.
Yeah, a couple of one-sided matches, but I imagine we're going to see some comebacks in these.
And Oscar Dominguez up over Simon Pickering, currently 5-0.
Another great break from Tyler. I mean, Mr. Styer. I almost said the wrong word. And look at this. I think this 2-ball only cuts into the side pocket. Yeah, this is tough. Man, how are there only 300 people watching this, 500 people watching this on collective channels? Tyler Styer in an upset in a ranking event, match room event. He's up against it, but he's got to show his grit to see why he's a... Why he's the current, I think, top-rated American for the last qualification spot in the Mosconi. He does have the break to get him back in this match, so I don't count him out yet by any means. He definitely looks focused and determined here. This is really the hardest shot in the rack, I think, since 8-ball, maybe a little bit tied up with the 9, but yeah, this is a little bit of check side. He's going around the balls. Oh, and a nice nudge on the purple 5.
Wow, Tyler really styling on him there.
That's styling. He was looking good. Yeah, payouts for this tournament, I think first place is 6,000. These are all matchroom ranking event points, so it's gonna count toward Mosconi rankings, which is pretty important for these last few Americans and Europeans. We have Jonas Souto here. He's one of the contenders, I think, for the last European spot from Spain. I was talking to him at dinner yesterday, and he was figuring, these tournaments are really about these last few points. If you can sort of build a buffer and then make a real run at the Hanoi Open, man, this could play pretty crucially into the last outcome of the results. I think there's a few other tournaments happening before Hanoi Open as well. And then that's going to be it in terms of who gets the last qualifying spot. And the nice thing is, you qualify, they can't take that away from you. You're on the team no matter what. Obviously, there's a couple of wild card spots, but you'd imagine both teams are probably going to be picking someone who's got some experience. Dang, Oscar's 6-0 up. So he's having the exact opposite experience here from Tyler. So on these slick cloths, I think he can just draw this straight back. He's playing forward 2 rails, and he's gonna bump the 5. Ooh, wow. Well done.
They can just roll forward here, get the cue ball near that diamond and just on the left side of the pocket.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the rail, but if you're pretty straight in, I think you'll take it. Right where he's putting his stick, right there. Nineball's kind of a big ball for position in the 8, but it goes in a few different pockets, so I don't mind this. He's coming a little bit short on the 6. I think he's playing for it fairly straight. I think he might have to come around the rails maybe now. Yeah, this isn't automatic. So checking the line. Shooting this with a bit of running right-hand side. Just to check it off that cushion. Wow, nice shot. I think he's okay to be straight here because the 8 does pass to the lower left, so just needs to draw back into the right window. And he'd like to get a little bit low, maybe just shoot the 9 in the right middle. That old adage, just get the cue ball back to where it is now. I think that's all he's really got to do. I call this limit checking. You know, checking the limits, sort of the, what's the farthest your cue ball can be before you're no good on the 8, and then just minimize risk. Probably one of the more difficult shots on the slick tables is that soft draw shot. Just control it like 1, maybe 2 diamonds, especially when the object ball is super far away.
Yeah, definitely a tendency to put a little more oomph into your draw than you need.
Yeah, and I think he's perfect in this 8 ball. He's got a couple of options. Shoot the right middle pocket for the 9. He can also come around the 9 if he wants with a high ball, but I think he's going to roll this in. No, he's gearing up to stun. I like this. These cameras can be deceiving. Nicely done. That's 2 in a row, right? 2-pack?
It is.
How many pack can we build in this package from Tyler Styer? I think he's gained control in this one at least. Getting a 3-rack differential. Much more comfortable, but not out of the woods yet. I think we're starting to see his higher gear here, though. We're going to take a quick look at a video and we'll be right back. Back at the action here. Tyler Styer to break. Another excellent break. Zips that one in the side. I'm telling you, I think he's hitting the break harder than anybody else by a mile. And I think folks are right in the chat. If he keeps breaking like this, pretty tough chance for Jeremy to get back at the table. He's bang on perfect on the 2, and everything's out in the open.
Yeah, don't really see any problems here. 3 to the 4, 4 to the 5 to get back down table.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Yeah, they're all sitting nice.
In the toughest position, I don't know. 5 to the 6 is like right there. 4 to the 5 has traveled a little bit of distance. I think this is Tyler's rack to lose if he doesn't get out here.
Yeah, I think with the 4 sitting in that pocket, though, you can just either go rail first and just kind of float off that top rail to get good position for the 5.
Yeah, so many options. I mean, the pros are so good at this in the pocket shot. Kind of goes, it goes underrated at least you know, my league matches when I watch players play, etc. They're always excited to shoot the ball in the pocket, but the position is, you know, one of the most difficult things to figure out consistently. But the pros, they're always perfect. Whenever the ball's in the pocket, it's like the most excited thing because they're always going to get perfect shape. It's wild. And he's looking nice in this one. So expect him to get pretty perfect on this purple 5. Looking nice.
Yeah, so I think Tyler will kind of do like a little bit of a stun follow here just to eke up closer to that 6 on the left-hand side. Yep, just like that.
He's got a perfect angle. He's on 2 break and runs. Can he make it a 3rd? This is what winter break format's all about too. I like to see these big packages put into place. I think we had a 2-pack just from Jeremy Long earlier. Maybe it was 3 in a row. I don't remember.
No, it was a 2. He had 1, and then there was
earlier on
a gap there, and then he had that 2-pack. So I think Tyler's just trying to match that energy and exceed it.
Yeah. With the winter break format too, the sort of the real champions of these tournaments, that you always see kind of that 4 to 5 pack somewhere, especially from the tournament winner. They're kind of always doing it in every at least every match that they kind of blow out. We got Michael Littman in the chat. How's it going? Littman Lights bringing us this match quality here. And that's a great shot. He's hit that perfect. He's really tuned into the table, I think. This is probably the side he wanted to play on anyway, so I think Jeremy's in a bit of trouble here if Tyler can keep breaking as well as he has.
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out Littman. Glad to see you in the chat. I love these lights. As soon as I'm able to get a table and a space for it, I definitely want to contact you and get lights on the table. So I play here at Ox often, and it's really nice to not be blinded when you happen to glance up at them. So Tyler's sitting pretty good here on the 9.
There's that form. Center of the pocket. Another one down.
Tyler is quickly closing the deficit between him and Jeremy Long.
Yeah, let's take a look at the rest of the room too.
Have some other quick match updates here. Sam Henderson versus Max Eberle. Max Eberle is up 6-5. Georgiev versus Keith Yip. Georgie up 6-2. Blake Baker versus Nick DeLeon. Blake up 6-5. Jonas Souto versus Ryan Carden. He is up 10-3 over Ryan. Daniel Sardoncillo versus Mason Koch. Daniel's up 7-5. Oscar Dominguez versus Simon Pickering. Oscar up 6-1. And James Davee versus Lukas Fracasso-Verner, both tied at 5.
Ooh, that's a good one. 5-5. Well, we got match action here. Tyler Styer got in a bit of a hole here. 6-0 down early against Jeremy, and he's put together a 3-pack here after a missed safety from Jeremy on the 3-ball. Tried to roll up behind the 4, and now it's been 4 in a row Tyler's direction, and this break's going to determine it. He's hitting it good, but lost his cue ball there. Yikes. You almost have to wonder, did he maybe amp up the break a little bit too much? Let's take a replay of that. He ran off into something. Just catches the break. Bit thin, maybe. Yeah. Didn't quite get the draw, I think, on the shot.
Kind of looks like a couple balls compressed it and kind of pushed it that way too.
Yeah, ran into some stuff, but I think his cue ball had no business being that low along the line. It kind of hit the right rail around the 1.5 diamond and ended up on the bottom, kind of where the magic rack is sitting. So
we have had our first elimination in this final 16. Jonas Souto defeats Ryan Carden 11-3.
wow, that was quick.
Jonas is on to the quarterfinals.
And that's going to be streamed tomorrow at 10 a.m., I believe. So a pretty momentous match, this one. Shifty, or I guess momentum shifting, I guess, constantly.
Yeah, Bo, I agree with you. That scratch is definitely going to hurt. Jeremy is looking for an opportunity, and Tyler just handed it to him.
He's going to stun this and play the 5 in the same pocket, probably. Good control. Table's playing quick, but if you got that nice kill stroke, you can really work your cue ball almost anywhere. He's going to play 6 on the right side, maybe. Yeah, he's shooting good right now. He's not phased. He said, "Tyler, bring on the 3-pack. I don't mind. I'm going to respond with one of my own." His angle looks a little bit scary to me here. That, you know, if you try to draw into the rail by your hand, you might flirt with this side pocket, but nah, he was straight enough. And that's a good shot.
Overran it slightly, but as long
Yeah.
as he's not 50-50, which he's not, should be good to go.
Still a 9-ball player shot here. One you practice. Nicely done there from Jeremy. 7-4. Quick response off that scratch from Tyler. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors. World 9-Ball Tour hosted here. Thanks for Matchroom for bringing us this event. Q-Tech, the headline sponsor. Without them, this would not be possible. Table Fitters, Billiard Service, replacing the cloth here. Anti-billiard cloth is what they're playing on. Appreciate you guys for bringing us this cloth. Been doing well. Sandro Menzel, photography here in the Northwest for all the pool events. Check him out over on Facebook. Littman Lights, bringing you the action from up above. Best lights you can buy in the business. Honestly, I think best lights for any pool room, any tournament where you got plenty of tables out there. Just does such a good job of diffusing the light. You never get, you know, that glaring squint in your eyes. It's really clean. You only see it on the table while you're playing, and it just looks really good. And a good break from Jeremy. Is this 2-ball going to drop?
Sure is.
Yeah, he's hit, I think, a couple breaks in a row now where he's had 3 balls in the break.
Yeah, his breaking is might be the difference in this match.
And that's the difference. I think Tyler's been breaking the 1 pretty consistently. I don't think he's missed a 1 in the side, but Jeremy's making like 3 balls every time. It's crazy. If you're playing 6-ball and your opponent's playing 9-ball, I guess it's a little bit different. Maybe it will be 7-4 down. in the match. And we can see Ryan Carden getting his cash prize for top 16 finish. Goes down to Jonas Souto. He's in the top 8. We're going to see him back tomorrow at 10 a.m. And he's going to be on the stream table because we got 4 tables being streamed at the same time. If you check out Ox Billiards YouTube channel, you can go check it out. The other 4 tables, 2, 4, 5, and table 1 that you see here are being streamed.
So how do you think Jeremy gets back for this 4? So just below the 7?
Oh, he played the cannon into the 7. Yikes.
Well, this might actually work out.
I think he's okay. What a shot. Are you kidding me? At this time, too? Tyler was going to be reeling a bit. He was like, man, I'm running straight into that 7. Oh, man. We got to take a look at that shot again. Just runs into it half ball, and it's got enough pace to come off 2 cushions still with the follow it has. Wow. What a time. It's got a little bit of a thin cut, but still makeable. Really though, 7, 8, 9, almost as symmetrical as can be in the up table. Like they look like you set up a drill. Honestly, how do you avoid contacting these balls up and down table if you play at 2 rails? I'd almost want to go with inside and come around 8, 9, and 7. You know, play off the left rail. See what he does. He decides to check it. Oh, and just misses the 7 both directions, but the slick cloth strikes again. He's got a tough one in the side, but yikes. If you guys are enjoying the tournament too, check us out, oxbilliards.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We're live over there. Drop us a like and a follow. We're also live on the Matchroom Pool YouTube page. This is a Matchroom ranking event, I guess regional event you can call it. Here at the Seattle Nineball Open. Rightfully so, taking his time here. It's a big shot. He can juice this with inside spin. I think that's what he's doing. Oh, he's playing the bank. What a monster. What a time. And if he gets out here, this might be one of the better outs. I like it. Hey, what's up, Post Up? How's it going? He's got audio now. Where can you reach out to chat? Let me know. I'm on Facebook. Christian at oxbilliards.com.
Yeah, I really enjoy your streams, Post Up. This is Zach Ross, co-commentator here. Watch your streams from time to time.
Yeah.
Always a good time.
Funny coincidence. We got the same exact cameras, I'm pretty sure. They do a great job. Man, if he gets out, oof. Powerful. Powerful.
This will be another break and run, right?
Yeah, he got out in the last rack, and this will be a break and run to get him 4 to 8 up. And Tyler's got to be sweating this heat here. Let's take a look at that bank shot here to get him out. Banks to 6, cross side, comes down for the 7 in the left middle pocket. Dang. Christian Youngers. Post up. I think I might have messaged you once, but it's a tight one. I think is there another tournament, Lucasi Tour tournament happening? I think right now over at Griff's. Is that what I saw? We got Oscar Dominguez here. I think he's one of the head of the Lucasi Tour doing the stuff. He's in the contention here for the Mosconi race, so obviously these points up for grab are pretty important for that. And this man at the table, nobody needs him more than him. Yeah, I don't think either player's messing around in this one.
Jeremy with another strong break, although the 4-5... Well, no, the 4 is not really tied up if you can get on that side of it that it's currently at. Even then, you can also 4-5 combo the 5 into the side pocket. I think he takes this 2 on. Do you think he takes this 2 to the top right?
Yeah, it looks, I mean, it's a risky shot. He does look like he likes to play up and down the table a few times. The combo does go into the side pocket, I think.
Yep.
But
Yeah, it definitely goes.
looking from this angle, too, it does pass into the lower left pocket as well. Ooh, and he nudges it open. So that's going to work out nicely if he can get on the 3. Yikes.
It's a little steep, but it cuts.
No, I see you, Collins. What's up? Yeah, Dustin, send me a message over on Facebook, Christian Youngers or Christian at Ox Billiards. Can let you know. Yo, Sargon Isaac in the chat. How's it going, Sargon? Yo, it's the same stream we had at Embassy Open last weekend, just a little bit taken up a notch.
Played a nice carom there. Play a stop shot here on the 4, 6 on the other side. Maybe stun back just a little bit here. I think he probably just stuns this up towards the 8 as well. Okay, decided to use a rail, 2 rails. Much safer approach.
He's going to be a little bit straight, but if he has the angle, he can stun over, which I think he's planning to play here. Yeah, the slick conditions makes that shot pretty straightforward. Thanks for the match updates. Looks like 6-3 Oscar is up against Simon Pickering.
And that is another break and run from Jeremy Long. I believe that's his 5th of the match now.
And we'll take a quick break, play a short video, and be right back.
All right, quick score update here as Jeremy gets down to break. We have Sam Henderson versus Max Eberle, 6-6. Georgiev versus Keith Yip, Georgie, 6-3. Blake Baker versus Nick DeLeon, 6-6. Mason Koch versus Daniel Sardoncillo, 7-7. Oscar Dominguez versus Simon Pickering, Oscar 6-3. Lukas Fracasso-Verner versus James Davee, Lukas 7-5. So still a lot of close matches here. This is definitely the most break and runs we've seen in one match so far this tournament. Jeremy with an interesting starter on this too. It does look like he has enough space to get that in that bottom left corner.
Yeah, and 2 away from the hill. This is getting to quitting time soon. Oh my goodness. And look at this. Look at this. Rack opens up nicely.
You'll play this around to get on the other side of the 7.
He's looking nice.
Yeah, really good speed control on this one.
He is looking nice. Just draw this up the left side of the table. Tyler's in a bit of trouble here, to say the least.
Jeremy is definitely in the zone right now. Feels like one of those moments where everything is just going right for you. Yeah, absolutely, Smitty, I agree. He cannot do any wrong right now. His positional shots, the way his speed control, everything is just clicking.
Yeah, if he plays like this too against the rest of the players, he is going to be hard to beat. You're right, Steven.
I don't believe in the commentator's curse.
Nah, no such thing.
His abilities are far beyond my voice capability.
Beyond your comprehension even.
And there he goes. Another break and run.
On the hill. Are we going to see a big upset here, ladies and gentlemen? My gosh. Jeremy Long. Let's do another sponsored take here. Matchroom bringing this event, the World Nineball Tour ranking event. Q-Tech, our head sponsor. Thanks for letting this become a possibility for us. Table Fitters. Zach out of Idaho. He'll travel to you. He'll do the thing. Doing a great job on these tables. Andy Billiard Cloth playing pretty slick and smooth, as you can see on the stream. Good stuff. Sandro Manzel doing the photography. I'm going to show you some of Sandro's work tomorrow, hopefully, over on the stream for the upcoming matches. And Littman Lights. Can't say more about Littman Lights. Best lights you can get in the business for your pool hall, for your pool room. Just, man, I mean, my favorite part about Littman Lights is somebody comes up to me and says, well, so when do I turn the lights on? How do I know if the table's lit? It's because they can't see from the angle, the diffusers, you know, kind of showing it off. And my goodness, these tables are quite lit. And if you guys are liking the content, share the stream out. Drop us a like and a follow. Subscribe over on YouTube. We're just trying to grow the channel and, you know, grow Q Sports as a whole. We got snooker tables. We got Chinese 8-ball. Got Rasson tables here at Ox. And he
golden break for the win.
Snap the 9. What the heck have I just seen? I totally missed it. We got to take that back. What the heck? Who called it? Steven Folan knocks
Into
the 9.
Side.
What is this?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Takes down the favorite in the tournament, number 1 seeded Tyler Styer. Wow. What have I just watched?
That was incredible.
That was wild. Oh my God. Snaps the 9 in golden break. It's over. Man, luckily we have other matches going on because my goodness, that one was quick. Jeez. I got to take another look at that.
Yeah, let's look at that again. Holy crap.
Snap the 9 on the hill. Jeremy Long with the upset. What
Right
the
by the
heck?
6. Oh.
Dude, I got to replay the chat too. Stephen Folan just comes up and he's like,
Oof.
I smell a 9-ball on the snap here. And he takes it down. So congratulations there to Jeremy Long with the upset. Great match from him. And we're gonna take a look around the room and see what else is going on. Got Blake Baker versus Nick DeLeon, I think is a pretty good one. Max Eberle, Sam Henderson, though. They're on a little bit of a heater here, 7-7. I think we're going to tune into this match for a bit since this looks like it might be the next one up. Wild stuff here on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are streaming the Oscar match, the Max Eberle, Blake Baker, and Nick DeLeon matches, and it looks like Nicholas DeLeon and Blake are packing up too. Who won that one?
Yeah, they stopped scoring after 6, so may need
Yikes.
to double check.
So if you guys are watching our second live stream over on Ox Billiards YouTube channel, you can watch some of the other action going on. All right, Triple G saying that Nick DeLeon did take that one down, I guess. So he's moving on, taking down Blake Baker. Let's see what other tables we have going on. It's a pretty good one. I like it. Some of those folks are saying in the chat, youth versus experience. It doesn't get any more accurate than that in this one. But man, I don't know. I got to go back and watch the
Yes,
replay.
let's watch the replay a third time, dude.
Jeez.
This was incredible.
My gosh. 9 on the snap. Whoever had the vibes. I don't know, man. Whoever has those vibes to close out the rack. What the heck?
Looks like Lukas Fracasso-Verner is about to break. He is on up 9-5 over James Davee currently.
Yeah, but check out the second live stream on Ox YouTube. You can check out Lukas Verner, James Davee, Sam Henderson, Max Eberle, which is what we're watching here. Nick DeLeon just finished. Oscar Dominguez and Simon Pickering are playing over there as well. This looks like it's going to run a little bit short. No, I think he might be close. I think he's got it, actually.
Jeremy in the chat saying Lukas Fracasso-Verner has taken the last 6 racks. Yeah, it was. Yep, it was tied 5-5.
Yeah, wow. 9-5. Let's go zoom over there real quick. This is what we're talking about here. Lukas Verner, 9-5 up over James Davee. 2 more to get out.
I guess it was 5-3 rather. Sorry about that.
Pretty close. We've got Daniel versus Mason. Daniel's 2 away from winning his match. Dang, dang, dang. What a break there from Daniel, 2 on the 3. No, he's going to get tied up. Yeah, a little bit of drama in the room. I think Oscar Dominguez, though, taking care of business in this one. So far, he's got a nice out here against Simon. He's looking good. Yeah, someone's saying, so Blake and Nick's score says 6-6, and I think Nick did run out the set, so we're going to get a match update here really quick. This match has ended over here on table 3, so we'll keep an eye out here. Sam Henderson versus Max Eberle for a little bit. Unless folks in the chat want to vote, let us know if you want to see a different match. Lukas, Daniel, or Oscar are all up in their matches. Yeah, looks like I got a confirmation. Blake lost to Nicholas De Leon, 6-11. Yeah, Max Eberle looking nice in this. He did lose a match in the first stage of the tournament. He lost to Blake Baker, who took him down. Pretty close one, right? You guys were commentating that with Shu Chang. I think it was
Yep.
it was a win by 2, something like 9-7, 9-8.
I think it was 9-7, yeah. He didn't quite get to the hill.
Yeah. Let us know where you guys are watching from too. So we got some more folks over in the Matchroom chat checking us out. We're here in Seattle, Washington, bringing you Seattle Open. Just witnessed Goliath of a match. Tyler Styer getting upset by Jeremy Long with a golden break to win it, of all things. You got to go back and rewind that if you haven't seen it.
So was that a total of 6 break-and runs and a golden break from Jeremy, or was it 5 break-and runs?
Dude, I don't know. I should take the stats because that's something like that sounds right. My gosh.
If you are looking at digitalpool.com, the tournament bracket, you will need to click stage 2 to see this new bracket. It is a single elimination now. We've got Florida in the house. We have Minnesota in the house. Glad to have you all here. Tons of exciting matches here in the final 16.
I'm just getting the camera situated over on our second stream.
Lincoln, Nebraska in the house.
Nice. Shout out there to Sam Rubito, our referee here. One of our 2 referees helping us out. There's Sam, and over in the back you probably can see Lance Bromland. Both obvious professionals helping us out, doing a lot of good work, making calls. I believe referees will be presiding and racking over the final, semifinals and final of the tournament on the one table setup starting tomorrow. Louisiana asking, somebody from Louisiana saying, what's a good Seattle restaurant? It's not super fancy to come visit. A lot of stuff in Capitol Hill. Yeah, there's a good burger joint. There's a lot of good stuff.
If you want to come check out Ox Billiards, there's a pretty good burger spot called 8 Ounce Burger.
8 ounce? Okay.
Right on the corner.
Max Eberle swinging his cue ball. I think he's got a shot into the right middle pocket, but he's going to have to work it up and down the table. I think the score might be off. I think it was 7-7, and I think there might be one toward Max's favor, if I'm not mistaken.
If you're into Filipino diner food, there's a really delicious restaurant downtown called Ludi's.
Ludi's, nice.
He has Kimchi House and Ballard. Amazing.
Yeah, we're going to update the score for them. So 7-8, I think. Max is leading. Needs 3 more to get out here. And he's looking nice. Man, I'm starting to get hungry with all these food places being listed off. I don't know if this is okay. I think you guys got to stop this.
One of my favorite diners is in Fremont. It's called Dreamland.
Dreamland, okay.
They have a take on a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh.
It's made with a birria.
Yeah, birria, yeah, good stuff.
Even though I just ate, all this food talk is, making me hungry as well.
All right, so it looks like we have 5 matches going on in the room at this moment. I think 3 of them have concluded. If you check out the Ox Billiards YouTube page, you can check out the other stream tables. Tables 6, 7, 8, and 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I think they're in a little bit of a wonky order, but bear with us. And this is starting to get close. Max Eberle with the miss on the 4. I think Sam knows how crucial this moment is. Unfortunately, he has to jump at this ball, but unless he really kills his cue ball with like kind of an unlucky roll, he should get a look here on the 7. Yi Do over in Facebook saying hello, hello, welcome, watching from New Zealand. How's it going, Yi? Hope Marissa's doing well. If you guys have been watching some of the Predator events over in New Zealand, one of our Ox-sponsored players, Marissa Du, is over there representing the United States in the juniors. Great cueist, especially in pool. Man, we got action, folks. Last match of the night. And I think a couple of these matches might come down to a grind, I think. I think Oscar's and
Daniel's match is going to get real close here.
Yeah, Daniel, if he can get out here, that puts Daniel Sardoncillo on the hill. So we might have to switch over to that one. Oh, Sam Henderson. No. I think he's fortunate that he's leaving kind of a 50-yard line shot here.
Oh, Thick Eagle informed me that 8-ounce shut down. Womp womp.
Oh, that's
Well,
sad.
still plenty of good restaurants up in the Capitol Hill area.
Yeah, if Daniel gets out on his rack, we have to go switch that one if he's breaking on the hill. That's going to be a close one. Man, what an upset. I can't believe it. A lot of people, I think, had Tyler winning this tournament. He does get some qualifying points, but now that he's out in the top 16, I think all the Americans left can gain some ground on him if they get farther in this tournament. I think the main one being Oscar. Wow, went for the cut in the side. Overcut it. You kidding me? Someone asking, what cue is Max Eberle shooting with? I'm not sure. I didn't ask him, but
It does look like Keelwood,
yeah, it does look like Keelwood from here.
but not exactly sure what brand.
Edu is giving us an update saying Marissa got 13th place. Pretty good. Sophia and Savannah met in the final, and Sophia took the title for the individual juniors event.
All right, Sam Henderson with a chance to tie this game up. Obviously going to follow this considering it's on the rail. Good position for the 8. Probably just cross over for the 9 in the same pocket.
Someone said Scott Gracio. I think that might be right. This is a big rack for Sam. He made a mistake. Got a little bit away with it, but Max doesn't make it into the side, and Sam Henderson brings it level. Even keel. We're going to switch over to table 6 really quick. This is a close one, too. 9-8. Daniel Sardoncillo is leading Mason Koch. It looks like Daniel at the table, taking on a little bit of an awkward 7-ball. It's a big shot. If he gets on the hill, you'd imagine he's a favorite. I don't know Mason very well. I haven't seen him. If everybody knows about Mason. Bit of a sleeper pick for me personally. Saw him shooting though, and he's got a heck of a stroke. So not surprised he's made it this far. Rightfully so, taking his time on this one. He's going to play probably for the 9-ball and the... Oh, he's playing the side pocket. Wow, what an angle from there.
Yeah, nice shot, Daniel.
This is our homegrown hero here in the Northwest, Daniel Sardoncillo. He's sponsored here by Ox and strutting his stuff on the world stage. Gets out there, 9-10 and breaking. So we're going to go back to table 2 as we were peeking the look over there. If you guys want to keep watching the action, we will pan back over if that one gets close.
Not sure if the Sam and Max match updated. Did Sam only have 6? Huh.
Oh no, he's at tied up 7-7 or 8-8. Excuse me. I think they stopped scoring because the match's getting a little bit heated, but it is tied up 8-8. So race to 3. But
Daniel Sardoncillo on the hill here to break.
yeah, we're gonna tune back over there in a bit if it gets close in this rack. Starting to get down to it in these last few matches here. I still can't get over that first match. Wow. Jeremy Long just putting in the work. If you guys know what I'm talking about, go back and rewind the video and just look at how that match ended. My gosh. Wow, hit that sweet. Needed just enough topspin to avoid the scratch and really just trusted in his stroke.
Oh, Daniel scratched on the break.
Yikes.
Ball in hand to Mason.
So that match not over yet either. Someone asking about Lukas Verner. Lukas Fracasso-Verner is on the hill, 10-6 up against James Davee. You can check out the YouTube page at Ox Billiards. There's a second stream link there that'll show you the 4 tables still active besides this one. We got 3 players into the final 8, I believe. We've got Jonas Souto, Jeremy Long,
And Nick DeLeon.
and Nicholas De Leon, all advancing to tomorrow's matches in the quarterfinals. I think Lukas or Daniel look to both be on the hill, trying to punch their ticket as the next players in. Oh, and Daniel's opponent just missed. Nice slice here from the Rhino. And a nice friendly bump on the 7. this a look, or is he too flat on this ball?
Daniel's match is being streamed on the Ox YouTube secondary stream.
Yeah, we're going to pan over here in a little bit, though. I think they're on the 5. And it's Daniel at the table. Oh, no, he missed the 6. I didn't even see it. Man, this angle's too flat. Sam misses the 6. No wonder he was in a fit. So we're gonna switch over. Daniel here on the 5 ball at the table. If ever you needed a 5-ball run out, this is a pretty good time.
I actually think that, nope, okay, Daniel's back. Huh.
Oh, quick. No, he's shooting right now.
Yeah.
We got action, folks.
Oscar Dominguez is currently up 7-5 over Simon. Simon is making a bit of a comeback here, and he did just break.
Daniel rattles the pocket there, and it holds up. So Mason's still alive.
James Davee looks like he took that last rack, so it's now 10-7. Lukas still up.
I think this is a gimme rack now for Mason. Going to go back to table 2 as Max Eberle is running out on the young Sam Henderson after that missed 6-ball. Maybe a little bit of a passing of the torch type match. You never know. Max Eberle's got plenty to fight for and fight with still. Really nice guy, Max. He goes up 2 away from the hill. As they're breaking, we're going to take a look. These are 2 kind of close matches. And Lukas also is on the hill. So action ending soon here at Ox Billiards tonight. But you guys get ready for tomorrow. We got quarterfinal action. I believe Sam is 18 years old, something like that?
17 years old.
17? Yep. Yeah. Dude is a monster. For 17, man. There goes Mason. So now, other hill match. Lukas at the table.
And I believe James actually has 7. That score hasn't updated. But I think Lukas is looking for the combination here.
Yeah, you're right.
Smelling the cheese.
Yes, he is. My goodness. It's a tough one. It's a little bit off angle, so he's just looking at the point on the rail that he wants to aim at with the 2. When the rail is this sort of steep, kind of angled, it's a little bit harder to aim at that point explicitly, you know? This is for the match. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Oh, shot it into the rail, and he flukes it.
I like it, Fracasso. Jeez.
Wow. Crazy fluke of a shot there, and Fracasso-Verner advancing. So we're going to take a little look. Oh, my gosh. What is going on in this tournament right now? Shoots it dead into the long rail and goes 2 rails into the side, flukes it in. Wow, that's the way to go out for James. Man, that's a rough one.
Woof.
But, yeah. Sometimes how it goes. That's 9-ball.
That's 9-ball, baby.
My gosh. Flukus, I guess. Quite the fluke indeed. We're going to take a look at Daniel's match here, 9-10. Mason at the table. We're flipping some cameras around.
Oh, he missed the 3 in the side. But I think he's going to get a little lucky on this roll. He's going to give Daniel a partial look on the 3. Not a terrible outcome for Daniel. Not really having much to work with there. I suspect Mason will just try to hide this cue ball behind the 7-9. Pretty good separation.
This is pretty close still. Gonna maybe try to cross bank this. What do you think? Sorry, I was doing some camera work on the side here.
It's kind of hard to see the angle, but yeah, I think he does bank this past the 5. Oh.
Playing the safety in behind the 9, and this could be the safety he needs. You imagine if Mason misses this contact, this might be curtains. He's got a couple of escapes though. He can go down the left side, or sorry, excuse me, off the top long rail from our perspective for sure.
Question is, Oscar Dominguez confirmed for Mosconi or not yet? Not yet.
Oh, made good contact. Is he going to fluke something in? He's going to sell out a shot, though. It's going to creep up a little bit, so not the friendliest of starters for Daniel, but yeah, decent look. If he can avoid contact to get into this traffic, I think he can get out here. This 5 does pass the 9, the lower left corner on our screen. Don't think it goes in the same pocket as the 4, although it looks pretty close.
All right, Max Eberle played that 8 ball down the rail pretty well. He's poised to be making this 9 in the bottom left corner, which would put him on the hill.
Yeah, really nice safety. Someone asking how old is Daniel? I believe he's 21, 22 now, something like that. I think 22.
I think 22.
Yeah.
All right, so Max
he's gonna
almost scratched.
rattle it.
Oh, boy. Max Eberle almost scratches making that 9 ball. The cue ball hangs in the top right corner. Max is now on the hill.
Oh, yeah, now we're going to go back to that one now. After this. My goodness.
Flip-flop.
Yeah, flippity-floppity. Maybe we'll do a side-by-side action or something. All right, Max Eberle racking the balls. We'll switch over to that once they get started in their rack, but we're in a back and forth one here. If you guys do want to watch the Max Eberle game, it is also going on the live stream on the second channel over on the two opposite corners. So check that out at Ox Billiards YouTube page, second stream. And it'll show you the action there. Oscar Dominguez looks to be 5-8 up against Simon Pickering. As well, you can see that match on that channel. This one's getting close. Mason wants to push it to a hill decider. And like we said, that now that the 9-ball's open too, the 5 passes to both corners.
Max Eberle broke. 9-ball's got some movement, but not to a pocket. He did make the 2 on the break, as well as the 7. Believe we are trying to have both wishes come true. Watching this match and the Max Sam match. Meanwhile, I can just dictate what's happening on the Sam-Max match. Sam's going for the 1 in the top left corner. The 1 is close to the head string at the top. The top rail, rather. It's breaking out the extension. Sam makes the 1 in the top left corner. Cue ball rolls towards the about lower right quadrant of the table. The 3 is open for the left side pocket. He's kind of looking at the gap between the 4 and the 5 at the top of the table to see how he can go from the 3 into that position.
Wow, I can't believe it. He just flukes the 9 right there. All right, we're going to bring you some side-by-side action here. 2 matches everyone wants to see. Sam Henderson here on the left at the table. 2 away from the hill. And Mason just fluked the 9-ball there to get to 10-10, hill. We got action, folks. My goodness. If you guys are liking the content too, give us a like, a follow, subscribe over on YouTube over at oxbilliards.com. We're also streaming it live here at Matchroom Pool YouTube channel, so Wild end to these matches, but dang, so much going on. So much going on. I can't even focus. 8-5 Oscar. 7-6 Georgie.
Looks like Simon Pickering is catching up here. Makes it 6-8.
6-8 against Oscar. Man. Brutal matches, some of these. Starting to get close. I think Oscar knows that Tyler got eliminated, so maybe gonna breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, but he's still got a player to fight through here. Mason with the escape there over Daniel. Does he fluke another ball here? He's got the safety in response on the right side of your screen. Ooh, this cut I think is going to get Max a big advantage. He's going to get a big bounce. Got to get a big bounce. Max Eberle, what a shot. Wow. Making it look easy.
6 to the 8 to the 9 looks fairly routine for Max at this point, but you never know. Oscar is currently up 8-6 over Simon Pickering.
Yeah, we'll have to switch that one later since some of these are getting close to Hill. We'll be switching over to them in a little bit. Max just needs to run these 3 balls. He's looking good. Wow, and a great shot from Mason on the right side of your screen.
Yeah, we'll definitely move over to the Oscar match. It's just we have 2 pretty much Hill matches going on here. So we will be switching over to that shortly. Okay, Max Eberle on the 9 to win.
Get to the quarterfinals and the final day here. Well done. Closes it out. Max Eberle takes that one over the young Rhino, Sam Henderson. Well, we got Hill action right here. There's really just 3 matches left in the room now, huh?
Yep, Georgi, Georgiev, and Keith Yip are tied 7-7. All right, so Stonemason's chance to get out here. Don't quite know the matchups yet, which is interesting. All of the matches that have finished are waiting for opponent for tomorrow. I guess we do have one. It will be Jeremy Long versus Max Eberle. Okay, Mason swung around, but ends up with a potential bank on the 8 here.
This is drama. He's got the 8 frozen. It's not an automatic. He's going to have to stiff this bank a bit and to get his cue ball out of the way. Kind of overbank it and stiff it with some pace and some right-hand side. This is close. No, he's playing the safety outright. 2 cushions. Needs a good cue ball. This is going to sell out.
Don't think he got it, yeah.
He has sold the farm, I believe. Maybe the kitchen sink. Not quite. But just about.
Yeah, he's got the deed to the home out. Daniel's ready to sign it.
It's got to be pressure, though. Hill for your tournament life. Daniel sponsored by Ox Billiards here, too. In his home court. There's a big shot coming up. It is not a sellout, I agree. I was just making some drama. This is pressure. Really, he's got to come up with one solid shot here if you're Daniel.
Daniel with the make in the top corner.
Was his cue ball,
Watch
though?
out, Q. It's okay.
He's got a tough side pocket cut, but one I think he's favored to make. And this is going to be a natural safety type. You know, when you roll it and push the cue if you miss it short. Push the object ball, to the right short rail. Dang, this is drama.
The cut does go into the side. Daniel is taking his time.
Knocks it in
For the
Daniel.
win.
The hometown hero here at Ox Billiards. Hill, what a match, ladies and gentlemen. And we got drama. We got yet more to come. Simon Pickering here putting some work in against one of the other favorites in this tournament, Oscar Dominguez. Second or third highest rated Fargo player, I think, in this tournament.
Oscar's been sitting on 8 for a minute now, too.
Yeah, I think he got up to what? 8.5, 8.3, 8.4, something like that. I
believe it was 8.4, something like that, yeah.
Or 8.5. And Simon's on this 9-ball.
Triple G said earlier Oscar was up 6-0.
6-0.
And now it's 8-7.
Yikes. Imagine he's going to grind out this rack, though, at the end of this match. It's not over.
All right, tomorrow we also have a match between Jonas Souto and Daniel Sardoncillo. This will be a revenge contending match.
It's a rematch. Yeah, they played in the first stage, actually. All right, our second stream, whoever's watching it, we got both of them going over there.
You can go. All right, folks, this is Zach Ross signing off here. I'm going to hand things over to a very special guest, Christian Youngers.
Yep.
We'll be streaming here with Raymond Linares.
Yeah, Raymond Linares, what's up?
See you all tomorrow, and you can continue watching the Oscar-Simon match with both of them. Thank you.
Zach Ross doing the good work here at Ox Billiards. He's going to be streaming this whole weekend as well. Got another gentleman in the booth with me, Raymond Linares. How's it going, Raymond?
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great event
Floridian.
so far. Yeah.
I know you had a tough match up in the corner table. I think you were playing against Simon. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went
The distance.
Double hill. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Always fun to feel whatever double hill feels like.
It's difficult to explain, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, sometimes, you handle it and sometimes you don't. So just got to shake it off. It was a good match, very competitive match. Both guys are having a very good tournament. Simon, on the winner's qualification, almost beat Georgie. He was up in dominating fashion and missed a key 9-ball against Georgie, and Georgie ran the rest of the set out.
Really?
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Wow.
And kind of escaped from
the strike, huh?
Yeah. So obviously Simon's playing very solid.
Yeah.
And he's hanging in there with, I think, one of the two most consistent Americans over the last 6 months between Tyler and Oscar. Oscar's really been playing just really tremendous pool and doing really well, going really deep in a lot of international events as well.
Of course, yeah.
And it's always kind of been the thing where you don't see, a lot of Americans doing well overseas.
Yeah.
So both he and Tyler have been doing well, and of course Shane,
Shane is Shane. So
Shane's been doing just, when he gets locked in, he's really tough to beat. And he's had a really amazing
we don't got to worry about him.
middle part of the year,
Yeah.
So kind of interesting to see these two play.
Yeah, Simon, local here, I think Vancouver area. Does come down for a lot of tournaments in the Pacific Northwest area, but haven't seen too much of his 9-foot play, and he's gonna like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, he caught the 7 and finds himself stuck behind the 9, and looking at probably a 2-rail kick to the bottom side of that 4-ball.
He's not happy though.
No, he shouldn't be happy. Unfortunately, too, it's like, if you split this ball like where he's looking at, that half ball, the cue ball comes to the left of 7 and the 4 comes out. So it's really touchy speed. You got to try and get behind one of these 7-4-9 balls, but the ball wants to keep tracking, and this table is so fast. It's hard to really get good cover from this position. See what he can do. He caught the other side, and like I said, the balls want to kind of travel out together. Almost scratches inside and leaves Oscar a look at the 4, but looks like the 5 and 7 kind of tied up as well for him. So. Andy in the chat says the Mosconi Cup points are big in this match for Oscar.
Pretty huge, right?
That's absolutely right, because Tyler just got knocked out this round. So now every point earned after this round is clean ground that he makes up. He's currently around $6,000 behind Tyler, who's got the lead for number 3 in points, and that 3rd spot is a guaranteed pick for the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, no wild card. No needed, right?
Yeah, you take care of business and you avoid leaving it up to the captain to pick you. And Skyler is going to likely end up taking one of the wild card spots unless he has like a really huge fall over the next
or something,
few tournaments. He's got to really have a few really big cashes to catch up to Tyler and Oscar, because they're up over 30 grand, I think. Tyler's up over 30 and Oscar's just under 30. So, consequential match.
Yeah, pretty important. We're going to go back to the replay, actually, and show you the end of that match against... excuse me, this is the wrong replay. I'm going to go find it, but...
Who's this, Lukas? And... or you were looking for the Daniel match?
Correct.
Yeah. Let's load that up.
Here it is. 4-10. Jeremy Long, I think, was on a 2 or
That's
3
right.
pack, and he just zips this 9-ball into the side, golden break fashion.
Yep. Jeremy's been playing really strong this tournament too. He looks like he's just hitting center cup and being really aggressive and
Really confident, I feel, too.
super relaxed, super confident. So I think he's a local, right?
No, Jeremy,
No?
I believe he traveled here with Oscar, if I'm not mistaken. So I figured he was
he's
from
a
California,
guy?
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Well, he's playing great, and obviously you have to play great to beat Tyler. And I think I heard you guys say that he had broken around like 5 or 6 racks there, right? That
That
match?
set, I think it was on
Lord.
6 at that point. My goodness. I think Tyler responded with a 3-pack after
Yeah.
the run out, so 4 in a row.
Okay.
Scratches on the break and then goes back. It was wild stuff.
Look like Oscar's back to the table. He's trying to eye up what he wants to do with this 5-ball because it did land a little awkward, and he's got to get perfect to like just dribble the 5 in and then take a cut on the 6. But you don't want to give away free innings. You don't want to open things up and give a good player another game, especially what's the race, 11?
Yeah, race to 11.
Yeah, so, you want to try and control the position here.
We got 2 matches left in the room. We got Georgiev playing against Keith Yip. That match is 8-7. If you
Yeah.
want to check it out, it's on the second stream table, live on Ox Billiards YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
this is the main one we're going to focus on there, I think, here because of how important the Mosconi Cup points are, like you said.
Right. Somebody here, I think Mike in the chat mentions Billy Thorpe being, very good friends with Skylar and probable selection
Yeah, you think so?
for the wild card. It's hard. I mean, I know Billy adds a lot of dynamism and chemistry to the team, and that's a captain's pick for a reason. Because I think Skylar is going to look at performance as well for this year among the Americans. And Oscar and Tyler, I think, have separated themselves from the pack at this point
Of course, yeah.
with just really consistent finishes and big wins against top players. Tyler just got to the finals of the Texas Open.
That's right.
Oscar has been to 2 or 3 Matchroom ranking event finals, and he's still kicking here, and he's had big wins against very consequential players on the World Nineball Tour. So, it would, it's the captain's pick for a reason, so it'll be interesting to see if the friendship thing comes up. I know Billy has been playing more this year and been playing well, but I don't think he's playing at the level of
Of these
Tyler
two.
and Oscar just based on skill. But again, he has to build the team and has to build a unit that he feels can go out there and compete and gel together. And so that, that's going to weigh in as well. So,
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, he's got quite the decision to make. I mean, you have to imagine, Oscar or Tyler are the favorites to get that 3rd spot, but you think he skips over the other one to go over Billy? It's going to be a little bit of drama.
yeah, that's
If
going to
that's
be
the case, but
that would be a real hard pill to swallow for
yeah,
both guys. Oscar with a beautiful shot here,
really
He
nice.
fell on the perfect side of the 5 to float it in and come across and get perfect on the 6. Like,
It's tic-tac-toe now.
no, I mean, he did a lot of work, and, he took his time to really decide and, make a good decision there. So,
Yeah, I think what folks don't realize is like you said, he was coming over to look at that at the beginning of the rack. He came back from the break. All his eyes were glued to that 5 in the side, right?
Right.
And that was where the hard work was really done.
Right.
He figured out exactly where he needed to get, and then
he
it
knows
just worked
that
backwards.
position shot keeps him in control of this match, and now he's back to a 2-game lead if he clears these 2 balls and breaking, which, this is a dominant position with, him only needing 2 more games and Simon needing 4. John, I don't recall Oscar ever being an MVP at the Mosconi Cup, no.
Yeah, I think Oscar, unfortunately, is a big part of that winning streak by Europe, if I'm not mistaken, from the Mosconi, I believe. Oscar was part of the big winning streak that Europe had for a few years until, USA was able to break it, I think, in 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Oscar, I feel like, didn't get on the team when they ended up, responding.
Sure. Well, the coaching has a lot to do with that too.
Yeah.
And Johan coming over and kind of laying down the foundation that he built with Europe, and sharing that over with the U.S. guys. That that value of that can't really be understated. Whoever's on the team,
Of course, yeah. So you feel like Oscar's got something to prove. I think he's got that last Mosconi Cup win left in him. He needs that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the last one. And the guy's playing the best pool I've seen him play in like the last 10 years. I think he's playing the best pool now maybe I've ever seen him play.
Right.
So, and pool is, look at Neil's fine.
It's on the rise.
He just got to the, semifinals of the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And he's in his mid-40s, late 40s. So.
You even got guys like Darren Appleton coming off of health issues, and then all of a sudden he's still playing.
Yeah, champions know how to do champion things. Really, it's about timing and about things lining up for them and opportunity, and then being prepared for when those windows open. So, that's the beautiful thing about the sport, about pool. So
another perfect break from Oscar. Doesn't
Good
get
speed.
a good look on the two offensively, at least, other than a bank shot, really. He can kind of protect himself a little on this bank if he wants to go for it and just play for this pocket, maybe between the 6 and the 9. Long shot in the 3, I don't know.
The problem with going defensive or going with the option for safety is you don't get position on that. Is that the 3 ball?
The 3 ball, yeah, up table to the top right corner.
Yeah, so the bank, if you go for it, is to rip it back, draw 2 cushions, and get on that 3 ball.
And get shape. Yeah, that's right.
So, but he's looking at, he's weighing up the carom. I think he's going to draw underneath these balls and just kind of create a little distance. Notice that the 8 is a blocker.
Yep.
Up the rail. So he's just kind of leaving the balls in an awkward position for Simon and engaging him in a moving contest, which Oscar, is one of the better movers in the defensive tactic side of stuff. So he's going to want to engage a lot of players,
That's right.
In this, he probably feels comfortable in the back and forth.
Yeah, I haven't been watching this match closely, so I couldn't tell you kind of what the swing of it was. We were keeping track of the score, and I think Oscar got up to a quick one, 6-0, really quick up in this match. Mm-hmm. And then Simon came back, and I think we just saw it. 8-7 was about as close as it got, I'm pretty sure. So
right.
I wonder what kind of played into it and why. So there's probably a little bit of history there, would explain as to why Oscar's making the decisions he is.
Yeah, I think Oscar has just figured out for himself, the style of play that he wants to play to try and win matches and win positions. And he's willing to take, the flow chart of this decision because he's played it so often this year.
So many times, yeah.
And winning moves and winning positions against, good players. So
I like how you said that moving contest. I'm going to steal that for the future.
Sure.
I like that.
Please talk to my agent about all copyright.
Will do.
Thank you very much. Royalties are in my contracts.
Nice.
Right, so
nice object ball control here, I think.
Right. And that 2 ball
might leak a little bit.
Behind the 7-9. I'm not sure if he's got a piece. Maybe.
This is one of those shots that's almost like if he has a piece, he might actually be able to cut it too. It's hard to tell from this angle. I wonder if we can get the other perspective here.
Right.
Oops, excuse me.
Showing your underwear.
Yep, looks like no, look at it. It's going to kick
cover.
it.
Yeah, so he's going to kick. Now, on this kick, he's again, he's in a position where splitting the balls brings them both out into the open. So if he's going to aim for that half ball, he's got to make sure to try and pocket that 2-4. It gets him action going that way. Otherwise, he's better off trying to find a really full hit on this 2 and letting it drift up, and try and keep the cue ball behind the 7-9.
Yeah, nothing really. There's a chance to pocket this 4 on the side, which, depending on which, where the cue ball ends up, could go and turn the tables.
Federer would probably just jump this ball in, right?
Just jump it from here, yeah.
Yeah.
Jump kick 2 rails, some weird madness.
What a psycho that guy is.
Yeah. Oh, hits the 9.
Hits it full. 9 goes for a little cheese ride. and Oscar earns the first position, right? The first opening
The first
from
shot,
that
yeah.
from that decision.
That moving contest, like you said.
Right. These are the kind of things that Oscar's just been doing in match play and getting these open windows first, you know, over
so
a lot
often.
of guys, right? So, and you know, at this level, when you're able to run out, if you can secure that first look, that's huge because you don't only get the equity of the first look, but if you get to the break, then you get the hidden equity behind that of 9 on the snap or break and run 2 or break and run and then another safe, and you really get to start putting pressure on your opponent and wearing the guy down. And that is, how match play is done, really. So
Yeah, it's like we saw. I mean, I think perfect examples. Tyler was up or down. Sorry, 6-0.
right,
He runs out on a missed safety from Jeremy. Gets 3 break and runs in a row.
Yeah.
Scratches in the break.
right.
And from there,
And then
it was
that's
never the same.
Right, it's brutal. And Tyler's just trying to continue that opportunity and keep things rolling. And that's really how a lot of these guys are, because everybody knows, one inning could be worth easily 3 or 4 games, and then you just want to avoid, giving that inning back for free. If you're gonna release the inning, you want to be in a position where you're in control and dictating the terms. You don't want to give a ball in hand because, a guy like Jeremy who's breaking well, he broke great. You know what I mean?
Really, really well. I don't know if there was a single missed break, and I think he had probably 2 of those 3 break and runs. He made 3 balls.
Sure.
Dead
Absolutely.
on the 2 in the corner. It was wild.
Yeah. So I think John Copeland had asked about my playing equipment. John,
That's right.
I play with a custom cue by a builder named Dominic Aragi, and he makes a hybrid custom shaft that is half wood, half carbon. Plays absolutely unbelievable. Great cue, really beautiful wood as well. He does a lot of figure woods, wrapless, lots of ring work. That's just kind of his style. Beautiful shot from Oscar.
Yeah, great start.
And I've been playing with that cue for about 1.5 years now. So, but if you want to check him out, he's on Facebook. You can look him up. Iragi Custom Cues, IRAGGI, and very unique. The only person I've seen in the pool world making cues that way.
Still going to look at this 8 and 9 a couple of times now.
Yeah.
Body language tells me that it might go, but he's got a plan if it doesn't, really, with the purple, right? You can just nudge off the edge.
He's trying to get full on this 5 ball. He didn't quite get all the way there, but he wants to try and play the 5 off the edge of one of these balls, I think, to clear the way they're sitting. Otherwise, he's just going to play to get flat on that bottom cushion and just dribble the 8 in and play the short side for the 9.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it goes, but he keeps putting his cue here. I wonder if it does have a tiny window.
It's tough. He's got to probably turn it in a hair.
I think I like your shot, though.
Yeah. I think if he would have been like full on the 5, then he could have played it off either the 9 or the 8, depending on the exact angle, and kissed, that ball free and gone to work. But he's going to
play position.
Right. He's going to play shape.
So it must be there. He must be comfortable enough with the speed, I think. Worst case, too, he might have a rail first option or something like that. What do you think?
I don't like the rail first, maybe because the 9 and
it's pushing up table.
cue ball are both going away at the same direction. It's kind of tough to get at that slow speed separation and a good line. If he can get full on the 8 and just turn it in, then the position will be, natural. He's got kind of a little bit of an awkward angle here. Can he just yank it back to the long rail and draw back to the short cushion?
That side pocket's a little bit in the way if he doesn't. It's just if he doesn't stroke it well.
Right. The thing is, it puts the pressure on the ball pocket to really hit it well.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Not that he can't get there. I fully think he can avoid the side.
Yeah. Now, as a principle, you don't ever really want to leave your problems to the end. Same idea in straight pull or in 8 ball. You want to try and develop those as soon as you can. Fortunately, Oscar hasn't really had a clear chance to since these balls have been locked up, so it's going to be interesting to see what he decides to do.
Yeah, where he put his hand there tells me he probably has a lot more.
Is this high ball?
It is high ball.
Inside or outside?
2 rails forward, I think.
He's going to give it the old
right?
The old Jiminy Cricket, twisty
Oh,
wisty.
no, just
look at
high.
this beautiful. Look at the speed.
He just used a little bit of stun
Hold your
angle.
man. Nope.
Oh, it's a bit far, I think.
These rails, can I just tell you,
They fly, huh?
this is so brutal, man. These tables are so fast. It is rough. I had a few shots over the course of the tournament where I'm like, oh, no way. This is like, I'm for sure going to be fine. And I overrun it, going multiple rails where like the rails are supposed, going to slow you down. You're like, oh, I have a big pocket here for a position. And then just, man, how lightning fast they are. It's wild.
Yeah, he's like right on that edge of
He's
it
on the
going,
edge.
Yeah,
now he's definitely got to play the rail first. So here's a great trick for this shot for the viewers. It is easier to make this ball with maximum English than it is with no English. Oh, he
hit it
swerved
clean.
it in. What a G.
Wow, he swerved the cue ball right around the 9.
What a G with a capital G. You can tell it was close because he put some left-hand body English on that. You saw that? How he
The
just
little
gave
hop skip.
He gave a little lean too.
Wow, what a shot.
Yeah, great shot. Well, anyways, I was going to suggest that if that ball didn't go, like you couldn't swerve it in and you had to play the rail first, then there's a cool trick you can do where you, let's say you imagine your ghost ball where you want it to hit the 8, and you flip the center of that ghost ball over the rail, right, over the nose of the cushion, and then you take that distance and you double it, and then you use maximum English.
Okay.
And it makes for a bigger contact area because the maximum English is going to turn into that ball and actually cut it towards the short cushion and help make the ball for you.
Let me see if we can explain this better for the viewers at home.
Oh, no.
All right, so you're talking, he's shooting that shot up into the corner.
Uh-huh. He's going to break off here, too.
So he's got a ball here.
Uh-huh. Let's just imagine that's the ghost ball.
Okay.
Now, if you flip that ball over the nose of the cushion,
Okay.
right, the center of that ball over the nose of the cushion.
Yep, so over here.
Uh-huh. And then you double that distance from the nose of the cushion. Right?
So
it's obviously skewed. That's really far away, but yeah.
But yeah.
It's actually closer to where the actual cloth is touching the wooden rail, right?
Yeah.
Because it's small distances, but you shoot there with max English, and it makes that contact point really big for you. So,
I see. So you're using that as your contact point, and then the English is what's taking
yes,
off at this point
Slow
right
maximum,
here.
yep.
Slow maximum, and then you're hitting that ball as you intended, the original ball.
Every time you make $1 with that trick, just I'll give you guys my PayPal, and you can just buy me a coffee or something.
Sounds good. You heard it here, folks.
Oscar almost snapped the 9 on the break while we were chatting about pool physics, and again engages Simon in a what we call moving battle in the biz.
In the biz.
Thanks, Doug Who in YouTube land for the shout out about me beating Josh earlier this year. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's right. We're not saying the F word around here.
We don't use the F word.
Yeah, we don't use the F word
in America,
unfortunately. But it's okay. It'll all be settled down here in a few months or a couple. I guess at this point, yeah, a couple months.
I just call him Joshy Poo.
Joshy Poo, you like that?
That's right.
Well, we got Oscar Poo here.
Oscar Poo. Oscarito is what I call him.
Oscarito, I like it.
That was a very admirable rolling of your R's.
Thank you, appreciate it. I am actually a native speaker. So
Are you? Very good.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Put Simon in a pickle here. This is a pretty classic safety, if I remember correctly, at least from watching a bunch of pro play personally. And they like to thin off, usually the left edge of this, and push the 2 underneath these balls that are along the right side of the table, and send their cue ball either 2 cushions or 3 cushions around the table, in behind traffic. Right?
This little
What
plus
do you
2.
like?
The thing is, he's close to the cushion, so the thinner hits aren't as productive for the cue ball direction.
Yeah.
Because he's perpendicular and he's close to the cushion, so he can't really like manipulate the cue ball with enough English to make up for that.
That's right.
So he's kind of almost in a position where his hits are fixed. So I kind of if he does hit this, I think he's going to play it to the right side of the 2 and bank the cue ball over to behind the 6 land and bring the 2 to the left.
Okay.
Just
So
play
pretty
it
full on the
simple.
contact then.
Yeah, half ball, 3/4, somewhere in there.
That's what he's trying.
And he did not do it well. So again, Oscar is just collecting on these exchanges over and over again, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's not trying to force the issue. He's making Simon force the issue. And Simon probably should have passed that ball back just because it's really demanding and make Oscar show him something. You know what I mean? Even though
Yeah.
he's trailing.
It's a cat and mouse game, you know, like
Correct. Yeah.
what's your likelihood of coming up with the shot
Because
versus
Oscar
them
wants
messing
him.
it up
Oscar wants him to shoot that shot.
as the leader, of course.
Of
right?
course, yeah. So you're playing into his. He's dictating how you engage, and that's the opposite of match play. You know what I mean? You want to be the one in control and dictating. But Oscar, is a
World class.
great player and in control and knows how to dance a little bit.
Yeah, and if you're just watching the second match table too, Georgi is at the table also running out against his opponent Keith Yip, 10-8.
Yeah, Georgie was dead earlier. Watching him play Simon, he was dead in the water, and Simon missed a key 9-ball, and Georgie, took his shirt off, and you saw the S on his chest.
Appeared out of nowhere.
Except it was a G. And
Or a B for Bulgaria, either one.
oh my God, dude, the guy just ran out from everywhere after that, and just jumped to the table, ran out, and Broken ran 3 to close the set. He's like, thank you very much. I come and thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Oscar's perfect on this purple 5. Tiny
Oski-
angle to stun.
He's a Lukasi player now.
That's right. Lukasi Tour, right?
Mm-hmm. And Q&K sponsored, I think. Good family too. They have a great community. First of all, in Sacramento, Hard Times, their pool room.
Mm-hmm.
Desiree, sweetheart, she runs she was really the muscle behind a lot of the tournaments that happen at Hard Times.
I believe it.
And they've got 2 beautiful girls and run a great room. So it's good to see him managing all that and still playing world-class pool, which goes to show you that it is possible.
Man, it's amazing.
To have a, family and play good pool, to have a job and play good pool. And, you just got to figure it out. People like Oscar are showing it's possible. People like Niels Fine are showing it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
The old adage that you have to be a degenerate and not have any balance in your life, it just isn't true.
It's not true. It's a sport. I mean, like any
Correct.
athlete, right? It's the same kind of balance.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where everybody has a puzzle to solve, and you just got to work harder to put the pieces of your life together that are important to you, to put in the adequate time and the quality time to make to progress.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that means you have a little bit of a longer curve in achieving your goals, but that's okay because that's just inherent in whatever your challenge is.
Yeah, well said. Well said.
Okay, looks like Oscar's going to clean this up, and that's the match, right?
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Oscar takes it down.
What a player.
Yeah, 11-7.
Good
Heck of a
tournament,
match.
too, for Simon.
Really good.
And, respectful showing. Oscar continues to march. He's really happy about this particular match. It kind of probably settles him down, and he can maybe even relax a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, okay, I got to win this match because this is now where I earn credit, towards gaining ground on that 3rd spot. Looks like Georgie may have also just finished his match.
Yep, there's Superman himself, like you said. I think he ends up clearing that rack and takes that one down as well. Handshake from his bud, hanging out. And we're down to the quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen.
Final 8?
Final 8. That's right. We're going to be back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. It's going to be an exciting show, I'm sure. We had a little bit of drama today. A lot of drama today, I guess. But some good matches, some more pool ready to come. Are you going to be here tomorrow? Are you heading back?
Yeah, I'm going to probably book a flight tonight and
Nice.
figure out when my schedule is, but I'll very likely be back tomorrow. So if you'll have me, I'll peek in and
Yeah, of course. We might have you in the booth
Commentate
again.
another match,
It'd be fun. Well, that's Raymond Linares, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us in the booth here at Ox Billiards in the Seattle Nineball Open World Nineball Tour ranking event. Do want to give another shout out to our sponsors as well: WNT, Q-Tech, Matchroom, Table Fitters, Andy Cloth, Sandro Mansell Photography, and Littman Lights. This is Raymond Linares and Christian Youngers signing off here. We'll see you tomorrow bright and early, 10 a.m.
cheers, guys.
Cheers.